20 minutes, an hour to come, and she needs X, Y, and Z. Like, there is no shame in that. But I know women my age that feel shame in that.
Yeah.
Like, where'd that rhetoric come from?
I faked so many orgasms before ever getting into
why?
porn.
Like, why is it your responsibility to...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is Sexy Funny Raw, where we talk all about the world of sex, from dating and relationships to the adult industry itself, answering all the questions you weren't even brave enough to ask Google. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sexy Funny Raw. I'm your host, Sylvia Sage, and joined in studio with me for the second week in a row is my very good friend, Miss Cherie DeVille.
Hello.
All right, guys. Christmas, as we know, long over at this point.
Over.
It's a new year, new me. Let's
Whole
talk
new
about
you.
it.
We got rid of that question.
Done.
Done.
What would you say the best part of 2023 was as a personal achievement for you? I think I know what you're going to say.
Personal achievement. Ooh. You know, I feel like I don't even know if you know this.
Oh.
But like, I feel like my 2023, because I'm like such a workaholic.
Yeah.
I'm always doing stuff. I feel like I'm a person who's really organized, always working hard, always on my A game. And I feel like the most profound thing I did in 2023 was while I was like reflecting on myself, I feel like I realized that I buried some of my favorite qualities about myself like a really long time ago. So I've been trying to like really kind of get in touch with my inner child. I know that's kind of like California woo-woo, but like I'm like, where is that
The joy.
super spontaneous, a little bit chaotic girl that got suppressed by my like organized work? Like, I love that part of my personality, but without her balance and joy, I feel like I'm not like living like I need to. Like, my work is on point, my career is on point, but I want a little more like playful vulnerability in my life.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I thought you were going to say buying your house.
I loved buying my house. My house is great. She's awesome, but that's my worker bee.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
true.
My
That's
worker
true.
bee does a great job. I'm not worried about her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's got her hands tight on the steering wheel and won't let go.
But I do feel like you and I have talked about the fact of that kind of that same thing of like being a little easier on yourself, that like, I don't have to post 3 times a day to this. I don't have to, because I feel like we both kind of beat ourselves up with, you know, what has to be done, as opposed to like, hey, I can take a day where I don't even turn on my camera, where I don't do a single thing to share my life with anybody else, and that's okay.
And I'm not going to slide into a life of sloth.
Yes.
After like letting go of the reins for one day, because that's what that part of me tells me, is that if I like step back at all, the whole house of cards is going to fall apart, and it just isn't.
It isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do like that. Getting to a place where you're just allowing yourself more grace to be a human.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Good job. Now, porn.
Yes.
What movie are you most proud of making this year?
Ooh, I think.
I'm so scared of your answer because I know the kind of movies you make.
I think my favorite movie this past year was with Tommy Pistol. So that's
easy. Yeah.
I booked, it was for myself, my own production company. I booked Tommy Pistol and Carla Lane.
Okay.
And
great humans.
Tommy and I, of course, like I had a script, but like Tommy doesn't need a script. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
He and I were highly religious.
Oh, they're going to say hi. Okay,
yeah,
sorry,
well,
go.
probably. Yeah, we were highly religious humans who, out of the goodness of our heart, were taking in troubled youths to our home.
Nice. Yeah, and then fucking them.
And then, of course, we were having sex with them, right?
Yeah.
But like, to me, his improv, like, it is
so good.
He like spontaneously sung a song, like it. You'd have to see
How do you
it.
keep
It
a
is
straight
just,
face?
You just have to. You know what I mean? It was, yeah. I feel like the reason I loved it so much was Tommy's like commitment to my vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love
Like
that.
he went full crazy religious human.
Yeah.
Even because I do this and he does this, which is my favorite. Like, he won't drop it when the sex starts.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, he and I kept it up the whole time, and it was a lot. And it was awesome.
Fucking for Jesus. Yeah.
I feel like that was probably said on more than one occasion.
Oh my God.
But like, he's the one, like, he's my favorite, and like for a while, like my nemesis in a playful work way, because I always wanted to win most outrageous sex scene. And he and I, in separate movies for forever, were always nominated year in and year out for most outrageous sex scene. And I kept fucking losing to him until I finally won it. And I'm like, your puppets didn't beat me this time, or whatever the fuck he was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He is out
He's
there
so
with stuff,
good,
though.
which is why he honestly, rightfully won so many times. Yeah.
He's so fucking funny. I
He's
love
so
doing
funny.
movies with him. Now I want to see that movie, though.
Same.
That's a great.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done something similar to that, like very religious
It's a good theme.
And
it's a good theme.
It
At
is.
least for me, who is like not raised religious, I just think the whole thing is so funny.
Oh, I was raised
love it.
religious, and I still think it's great. So yeah, love it. Is that kind of the same thing I was gonna say? Well, it's not though. Most memorable sex scene and why, but it's not quite the same question.
I'm trying to think of what my most. My most memorable sex scene is a different one.
Okay,
because
good.
it was an actual real life first for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was still
with
possible.
Leah Gotti, and oh my God, I'm spacing on the other girl's name. But anyway, she was still producing breast milk in the scene. And it squirted out all over us. And then we just started using it. And it was
As like lube.
As everything. It was just, the moment the other girl and I discovered that this was a possibility.
On it.
It was over. And we took selfies of ourselves after the scene, and it was like almost like a fine mist, because it's such an interesting fluid. It was almost like we were covered in this fine mist of breast milk. It was
and
really
it's delicious.
Cool. It's so sweet,
breast
and
milk
so
is
delicious,
so good.
and so amazing. I was unsure in the beginning, and then I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's so good.
It's so good.
Have you ever had breast milk?
I haven't, but I definitely want to try it.
It's delicious.
Good.
I tried my best
ice
friend's.
cream in milk form.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember after my best friend had her first baby, who's now 4, she was not drinking, but me and her significant other were drinking, and we said something, and I was like, I want to try your breast milk. And and we both tried it that night, and I was like, it's fucking good.
Good.
I would never imagine.
That
it tastes
also
like
probably means she
cereal
has
milk.
a healthy diet.
Well, yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Cereal milk.
It tastes like
That's
cereal
exactly
milk.
what it tastes
Yeah.
like. And
Very
Jules Blue
sweet.
is the other person. Finally, I'm like, how did I forget? She's such a unique, amazing human.
Yeah.
My brain was chaotic at that moment.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love that
Yum.
you did some breast milk play.
it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
No one ever has breast milk on set.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because nobody's typically still breastfeeding at that moment, but
Yeah, I guess she was.
I think you could I think you could train yourself to lactate.
have it.
Well, you can have it forever, like wet nurses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As long
as
as
you
long
have
as
your
you're
supply and
still,
demand.
Well, I think as long as you're still stimulating it, as long as a baby is drinking the milk,
Right.
a lot of people will keep producing it. But if they stop drinking the milk, your body will stop producing it,
Which is so
or
crazy.
pumping or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Our bodies are.
yeah. Because I feel like
Wild.
wet nurses would have that as their job.
Yeah. God, can you just
Feeding
imagine?
other people's babies.
Such a weird job to
Yeah.
have.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if
You don't-
want
I don't think I could do it
if I want my
either.
baby
Like
sucked on
breastfeeding
someone
your
else's
own
nuts.
children was taboo for hundreds of years ago. Was
Yeah.
not something classy ladies did.
Well, also,
Well, a lot of
Yeah.
slaves were breastfeeding their families, babies.
Yeah,
The breast, yeah.
yeah,
It was their job.
Mhm.
really,
It's crazy.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
insane.
yeah. I believe that.
that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think because my best friend tells me her son bites, he has teeth and he
Yeah.
bites her
Mhm.
nipples, and I'm like, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, you're not teething on my nipples.
Yeah, thank you. I'm like, I'm just giving you a bottle at that point. I
will
don't know.
pump it into this bottle and you
Yeah.
can bite the shit out of that.
Well, you can
But-
do that. I mean, it does pump right into bottles.
Yeah.
It's got so much technology. Did you set any goals for this new year?
Yeah, but it's all about our wankyoki stuff so
Oh, okay.
far. Yeah, I'm just really, really, really want to get that going. I'm so excited.
What about goals from last year? Did you set goals and did you
I
achieve
never do
them?
New Year's resolutions.
You don't ever?
No, never. Like, it's not that I don't have goals, but I
Yeah.
don't specifically
Okay.
do New Year's resolutions. I don't know why.
I think I kind of do, but mine is more or less just like I even told you, like I'm just trying to be a better human because I'm aging. I'm aging fine, but the things that I used to love in my like youth, or I'm like, okay, it's just not affecting my body the same. Sugars, alcohol, all of the things that are just.
You can feel everything.
Yes. So I'm just actively trying to do those things. But I don't think they're New Year's resolutions so much. It's just like be better to myself.
Yeah, whether or not the calendar rolled around, you'd still have those goals.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always making goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know though, because I'm always manifesting. So I guess it's always.
I feel like you and I are both so motivated that we're constantly in the mode that most people would be making New Year's resolutions. I feel like we're always thinking of what we want to change or do differently.
Yeah. So it's not just like a one time a year. It's like all year. That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true. What would you change about your past year? Any regrets?
Do I have any regrets? I don't feel like anything went poorly last year.
Okay.
I'd say the only thing, and again, I feel like it has to do with like more living, like more friend time, less hyper focus on work, and certainly like when having more of a definitive, because a lot of times we both work from home, and trying to like I don't know what the solution will be, but like there's no drive home anymore. There's no transition to like think of an activity that can be a transition activity so that
just get high.
I can just get.
That's what I do. Like God, shut the day off, smoke some weed. It's
But
time.
even then, like one more this, one more that. Like I really need a little more separation in my life.
You're not smoking enough weed.
I'm not
Sheree.
smoking enough weed.
Yeah, you just got to get violently high.
Don't you feel like though with OnlyFans, like it's never like I love my OnlyFans, I love my OnlyFans members, but it is there's no off switch
That's
really.
True. No,
so
that's
I need to
the
like
truth.
create an off switch. Yeah,
Okay, that's fair. I can see that.
that I stick to.
Yeah.
It's a me problem, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we're our own worst critics though. You know? I don't think I have any like regrets this year either. I feel like this has been what we were weirdly talking about. It's been one of my like busiest years with no return. Like
Literally. I looked at my finances and it's like stagnation, which is not usually how it is for me.
Same. Yeah. But that's because we've been so
I think I
busy
put like
doing other
hundreds of
projects.
hours into projects that have not
Done anything.
launched.
Yeah. Same.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just really looking forward to next year. But no regrets with anything I've put my time into or my money into.
That's kind of every year. Like I feel like as artists, one, like pornography has always been like super cutting edge, both like pop culturally, technology wise. So as a pornographer, we are running constantly to keep up. And so I feel like anyone who's really hustling probably throws 10 things at the wall and hopes one sticks because you know it's changing. You know this coming year is not going to be anything like the last over and over and over.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard. Like you see things coming and try and do your best to like be on those tracks. But it's hard to be like in any career that's so forward and fast and changing.
And we are constantly changing and competing with the millions of people coming in to be on OnlyFans who do
there's
not
so
have their
many
naked
sex workers
bodies
now
out there. Yeah.
It was easier when all of the world, predominantly all of the world's pornography was being filmed
Right here.
pretty much LA, maybe a little in Vegas,
Little
tiny bit of
Miami.
BDSM in San Francisco, Prague, Budapest, maybe a few hundred people creating 90% of the world's erotic content and therefore keeping 90% of the money for the world's erotic content. And now they're within a span of 5 years, I would say you can't even say 10 times, hundreds of times more erotic content creators, you know, carving out a space. And it's cool. It's just that level of change is stuff we deal with every year.
But I will say it has been nice for the backlash of being a sex worker because now I
Stigma.
feel, now I feel like a lot more people are like rushing to defend. And what's weird is it's for so long, women have been against other women. And I feel like for the first time, this, especially with OnlyFans, has really banded women together, because women who never ever thought about doing sex work are like, okay, well, I'll just start an OnlyFans. And
it's going to be more every year. If the stigma goes down, it's, I mean, yeah.
There'll never be free sex again. I'm just kidding. That's my goal. That's the goal I'm working towards in 2024.
I mean, I think it's one of the first, not even our generation, not even millennials, but like Gen Zs are, I feel like, one of the first generations to like be like, fuck this patriarchy. Like we've all been like, my mom, us, everyone have like been going down that road, but still sort of playing ball with the gender roles and how women should be and how men should be in so many different ways. And I think them kind of giving everything the middle finger has helped us old people too.
No, it 100% has. That's why, like, even in the last episode, I was really like, I am kind of team them. Like, I love what they're doing.
I don't understand everything you're doing, but please keep doing it. Because like, it's helping me.
Just tell me what button I have to click on, sweetie, and I will click the button.
I will click that button.
I will be your biggest supporter. And like, I think you nailed it on the head is like, we were trying to make changes, but we also didn't know how. And we always felt like the big guys were so much bigger than we are. And I feel like these kids today are like, they don't even look at the big guys in government as like being big. They're like, we can take you down.
And they can.
And they absolutely have. I mean, just like even with the hacking, like people have hacked into our government and the government's like, we don't know how to fix it because they're all 90. Of course they don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, they're calling their grandkids to turn on their work computer probably.
And their grandkids are the ones who have made the program.
To do all this shit.
Of course they can break into it. They wrote the fucking code. Like they're so much smarter than we ever were, and they have so much more
they're in tune with today.
Fingertips. Yeah.
Like they're right there, and we're just not. Well, at least I'm not. I can't speak for every old person, but I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, the internet came out when I was in high school, so it's like and
that's like loosely. You know what I mean? Like it was like the
dial up. Yeah. Who is when I was in high school?
And then like you're like finally logging on, and your mom picks up the phone, and you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the same internet that we have now. Absolutely not. Yeah. It's just a totally different world, but I love what you're doing with this world. So just keep on going, kids. You're killing it. Let's give these kids a sex tip. What's the best sex tip you've learned all year?
I don't know if it's all year, but just in life, the only sex tip that's important is communication. Because everyone fucks differently. Everyone likes different things. Everyone has a different body and history and needs and ideas. And assuming anything is the only shit thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Talk to your partner.
That's why
people don't want to. Just talk about it.
The best part of working in pornography for me is getting that yes and no list.
Yes.
I fucking love that list, and I think everyone should incorporate it in real life. I'll print one out for you guys. You can download it.
It's so important.
Take it on a date with you, you know, first date, second date, third date. Just slip it to them, you know, and send it back at a later time and date when you're ready to fuck.
Or at least like say like a simple example, like oral sex. Like I'm not going to sit there and lay back. And it's not that they're doing a bad job.
Right.
It could be the best job for another person.
Yeah.
But like, I know what I want, and I'm going to hopefully sexily guide them to what I want. Like, don't be afraid of what you want, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
But I think a lot of people don't even know what they want because they're not taking like sexual risk or, you know, and trying different things, which again, I credit porn to like opening my eyes to so much sexually that I would have, for one, never tried out of embarrassment, or just like I would have
never tried a lot of stuff that I love out of danger. How do I find 5 dudes that are safe and are gonna like suspend me from the ceiling and fuck the shit out of me? I'm not gonna do that on Craigslist. Not today, not before. Like, there's such a safe space to try crazy shit, because you have your performers, you have your consent list, you have your talent liaison, you have the entire team of people filming it. Of course, we're tested. Like, it just makes things safe.
A DP was the best experience of my entire fucking life. And I can't imagine finding 2 straight men that would just be like, Yeah, we're totally
honestly,
down
hopefully
to
by
DP.
men, but
well,
yeah,
you would
that's
hope,
so
but
much
yeah,
better, but
it
yeah,
is so much
still
better.
straight men are
Yeah.
fine, straight
Oh my
men are
God!
fine.
Speaking of that, the best sex scene of my life was a bi scene. It was 2 bi men and
Because then you don't have to
myself
hold
and
the
another
whole
girl.
fort down.
Dude, it was. Everyone was having the best time of our lives.
No one's fighting over your
Yes.
holes. There's plenty to go around.
And
yes.
like the whole like when a man is like scared of another cock bang in the room and like he's just going
or
in
that
and
they
sucking
go like
it with me.
they go
you know?
way
like,
too like macho with it.
Yeah.
Or I'm just like, oh my god.
I like love the fact that you could just like lick my pussy and then suck a cock. I'm like,
I'll
yes.
just sit over there on the pillow and masturbate and watch you guys. Yes.
The coolest shit. Thank you, porn. Thank you, pornography. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the things that my vagina has been able, and my asshole have been able to experience. It's been so fun.
I don't think I would have ever done any of like the super hardcore sub BDSM work
I would have
that I've
never,
done.
yeah. I would
just
have
light, cute, spanking, tie me up, whatever, but like not the crazy stuff.
Because like the kink stuff, when I've worked for kink, like they have rope experts that come in and like tie you up.
You look beautiful. You feel phenomenal.
Yeah, and nothing hurts.
Yeah.
It's you could be tied up in like the craziest position, but it doesn't hurt because
And
they're
you're stuck.
experts.
It's not fake.
Yeah.
You're really
Oh,
stuck
yeah.
and comfortable.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's so great. I would have never been able to do any of that kind of stuff.
And then you can tell your captor, ooh, a little looser. Oh,
Yeah.
can we move the knot just a
Yeah.
little to the right? And they're like,
Yeah. Yeah. I remember one scene for kink that I got to do with Ramon. And
Oh,
I
he's
was
great.
like, he's so great. But I was like kidnapped. So it was like a slightly like a
it's one of my
I was
favorite
yeah,
scenarios.
I was busted with drugs and like he had to like take me. Yeah. And it was like one of the hottest things, but I'm tied up, I'm gagged, like the whole 9 yards. And like, when would I have ever been able to play that out in a real life scenario?
And let's be honest, have someone at his acting
Level.
and fucking capabilities. Like you can role play with your lovers, but like, are they going to sell it 10 out of 10? Like give me 10 out of 10, make me cry and make me feel safe.
Yes. Yeah. And make me
Yeah.
come.
And make me, you
All
bet.
in the
Well, yes,
same.
for God's sake.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise, we failed this sexual experiment. But yes,
Yeah. It's just, very, but learn what you like, learn what other people like, have the communication, but the conversation is so hard. I mean,
for some people, yeah.
it's hard for me in a new relationship to like talk about those things. And because I think I don't want to hurt people's feelings.
Of our generation, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like our generation and older for women specifically, we're sort of like raised to be pleasers.
Oh, for sure.
And so I feel like there's a lot of pressure on us to have an orgasm no matter what, because we don't want to make the
Them feel
person with
bad.
the penis, the dude, feel bad. And I wonder if that's not as prevalent with younger people. Like, I wonder if they don't,
That's a
you
good
know what I
question.
mean? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like part of my, like, especially when I was younger, issues, again, had to do with like patriarchy and stuff that I was like incorrectly learning about what gave me value in the bedroom.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
Or women who are almost embarrassed that it takes X, Y, and Z for them to
get off.
come, you know, compared to like a penis coming being easier. Like, so I feel like there's even shame if like it takes a
Yeah.
woman 20 minutes, an hour to come and she needs X, Y, and Z. Like, there is no shame in that. But
Yeah.
I know women my age that feel shame in that.
Yeah. I
You're
faked,
like, where'd that rhetoric come
I
from?
faked so many orgasms before ever
But
getting
like,
into
why? Like, why
make
is it
them
your
feel better. Yeah.
responsibility to?
porn. Yeah, exactly.
I think it depends on how you grow up and your
Yeah.
relationship with sex.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever faked one.
Never.
Awesome.
I
Can
have
I ask how
always-
old you are? You don't have to
I'm
answer me.
25, so I'm
Never
the Gen.
faked
She's
an
younger
orgasm.
though, but you're younger. So
I
maybe
never-
do you think it's like people your age? Like when you talk to people your age, is that like normal or not normal?
I think we just have a more. I think it's just more confidence.
Yeah.
In that way, like I'm not afraid to tell somebody you didn't make me
You
come
didn't do
because I
it.
want you to do better next time.
Well, that's how
Yeah.
I feel now. You're not just out there to please
Yeah.
the partner.
Yeah, I think I just stopped. I think it was more of like I'm tired of pretending like I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Like you're not the
yeah.
only person in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can only speak for myself, but
But like, do you feel like you're especially like vagina owning friends of your age?
oh yeah,
do-
they're not
They're the
faking
same.
it. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
They're
And
the
see,
same.
I
But I feel
definitely
like when
felt the
I was
pressure.
25, 90% of my friends would have
100% of my friends.
right. So
15
maybe
to
you have
15 to
way
20.
cooler friends, or maybe it's
was.
generational. I wonder.
Yeah.
15 to 20 I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Faking
then
orgasms.
I was
Yeah,
faking
yeah.
it because
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So
you know?
young though.
Well, you almost don't know what an orgasm is. I didn't have an orgasm until I
I
was
did.
19.
I was masturbating when I was young.
I definitely had an orgasm when I was like 17.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my
Football player next
I've
door.
been masturbating
Nice.
since I was like 10. So I
What?
absolutely knew what orgasms were. Yeah.
I guess I was a wildly late bloomer because I was
fine.
so religious. I had an actual fear of God, of him like watching me masturbate.
Sure. So like you knew what it was, but you weren't gonna like damn yourself like
Not
that.
really, because I didn't know how to masturbate. I didn't masturbate till I was 19, and the only reason I did is because the guy I was dating introduced me to sex toys, and he used a vibrator on me for the first time
Did you love
ever.
it?
And I was like, mind blown, whole new. This is a whole new world for me. And then I was like always masturbating, but yeah, with a toy. Like,
Yes.
but I
Oh,
had,
so you started masturbating. Do you prefer toys?
yes. We were talking about before
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. So, like,
I can't.
I love a toy.
Yeah.
Obsessed with a toy.
Yeah.
But 85% of the time I masturbate on my own, it's just with fingers.
No.
But that's how I like I said, I've been masturbating since I was like 10.
Yeah.
Like way before I had access to any toys even.
Oh my God. I have to
I can
be
come in like
desperate.
45 seconds.
Same. Oh,
With fingers?
Yeah.
yeah, because I think
Well,
it's
I
when
know
you
what the fuck I'm
masturbate from
doing.
early on, like
Yeah.
you learn how to do it yourself, pillows, like things like
Yeah,
that.
just to go to bed. Like
But-
not even because I'm like
Yes.
necessarily horny. I just need to sleep. I just need
Sleep,
to rub
yeah.
one off real
Oh,
quick.
well,
Yeah, I kind of like manual more than. I mean, I like the vibrator, but it
I don't
can
know
be
about
too
more.
much.
I'm just like
sometimes.
I'm just gonna like I got 45 seconds. I just want to fall asleep. I'm not going to fucking get my vibrator. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take care of business and
I am mind blown right now. For me to use fingers on myself, it has to be like, for one, I have to be like about to explode horny, and there has to be like nothing in sight that vibrates. I mean, I will take out a toothbrush before I will use my own hand.
But it sounds like you
hilarious.
learned how to masturbate with
Yes.
a toy. So
Yes.
I learned how to masturbate with my hand.
That's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
I can't even
We should
fathom.
And
do a
stuffed
poll,
animals.
like a
Yeah.
little survey on in your Instagram.
Yeah.
Do a survey.
That's a really good
Ooh,
one.
That's a good survey.
Me with my
Fingers,
hand, I'm like,
toys
this
or
is gonna take
hands,
forever.
toys.
I think the
Yeah.
the more you do it, the more you find your sweet spots, and you can hit those more often. Like,
Yeah, it's a
in
boring
tempo.
masturbation. I'm not mixing anything up. I
No.
know exactly what I'm doing.
can't
I'm
hold
getting
the phone
business
and-
done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys,
Do you watch porn while you masturbate?
sometimes
50%, 20%,
20%.
Yeah, I'm about 20%.
20. Usually
I
my
don't,
imagination.
again, don't have the time.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to take the time to pull it
Yeah.
up and find a video I want.
Spank bank.
Well, honestly,
Yeah,
when
mental.
I masturbate, it's usually because I'm like, wow, I'm really horny. I just need to go do this really quick. And usually something has sparked my horniness. So I'm
Sure.
like, let me just use
Rub
that.
one out real quick. Yeah.
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 Use my personal trainer, you know.
Yeah. I have
love
Dude,
like
my gym is full
I have
of
like
the
the
hottest
same
humans.
5 scenarios that I've probably been
Yeah.
using for decades.
Yeah, same,
I
same.
like that.
But I replace different people.
Yeah. But it's like, you know your vibe.
My gym
Yeah.
is like the hottest humans ever. And like every time I leave my gym, I'm like the most raging,
Yeah,
like out of control.
Well, and everyone's like
Where'd you go,
working and
Equinox?
Yes.
sweating. And,
Equinox in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would fuck 98% of the people in that building.
I would do an
That's
Equinox
tough.
orgy.
You
Yeah.
couldn't go there looking
Easy.
crazy.
No, I can't. Dude, I take an
I
hour
do
to get
go
ready
there
for the
looking
gym.
crazy. I don't care.
I put hair extensions in.
We go to
I'm a
Gold.
fucking-
To the
gym?
I'm a nightmare, but
I look like a hot mess at the gym.
not at my gym. I can't. I won't.
No one else does, but I look like a hot mess at the gym.
I'm not going to ask that one. We're moving on. How would you describe this year in one word?
Positive change.
I like it.
It's 2 words, but it's the best I could do.
I didn't
I'm
even
an
notice.
overachiever.
I didn't even notice. 1 word, 2 words, fine with me. What was your biggest challenge this year?
Oh, I feel like for the past 2 years, like coming up with and then failing at and coming up with and then failing at a variety of mainstream ventures. Like I feel like I have things dialed in now, but it took me a really long time. It took a lot of different like projects where I'm like, either I don't like this or this sucks or nobody else likes this.
I
to
love
like
it.
figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can see that. Mainstream is really, really hard for us to bust into.
Yeah, I don't mean like mainstream acting. I just mean
okay.
like things that are like not like I'm trying to like expand from sex work to sell my sex work.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to get out of sex work. I
Right.
just want more people to buy my sex work.
Yeah.
And because we're so shadow banned, I'm just trying to make my brand not only as a whore, but obviously what I'm selling
still
is
a
my
whore.
whoredom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you pick up any good habits this year?
No. Not a one.
Didn't
Not
do
a
a
single
single
fucking
good
one.
thing for myself.
New good
Yes, you
habit. That
did.
would've been
Yes,
great.
you did because you've allowed your inner child to
That's
come out
true. I
more.
have been working on that
Yeah.
really, really hard. Yeah.
If you could travel back to 1 year ago, what would you tell yourself?
Chill the fuck out. I don't know. I should tell myself that every day
Relax.
though. Every day. That's the
Be
message to
fine.
me.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
I get that. Mine is usually like enjoy your day, like you
Same
deserve
thing.
it. Like because
Yeah.
I journal every day, but
Yeah.
we are
I
both
love that
very
you
hard on
journal every
ourselves.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's really good.
But at the end of it, it's always like, now go have fun. Like go enjoy
have
this day. Like you
fun.
deserve it. Like don't yell at random people in parking lots.
And like we're halfway done with life. Can we like maybe
Stop
start
it!
enjoying it now?
I am
Well, how
halfway
old do you
done.
plan
No,
on living?
I know. Yeah. God, I hope I'm more than halfway there if I'm being honest. No, halfway.
no.
Half is fine.
Yeah.
Half is fine. Okay. That's fair.
But we're not middle aged, goddammit, even though we're halfway done. I know we are, but just don't say it out loud.
My skin is sinking off of my
I
body.
won't be middle aged till
at
I'm
this point.
65.
Yeah. Well, you never know. It's advances in science. We could live to 120.
Thank
I don't
you.
want to.
I do.
But
You
do
don't want to?
you?
If you could be like, you wouldn't? No?
I
What if
don't-
you were healthy? I'm not saying
Okay.
you're not decrepit. Your
Okay.
mind is sharp. Your
That's
knees
fine.
aren't fucked.
That's fine.
Would you keep on keeping
My
on?
knees are already fucked and my mind
okay,
is
they
already
become
gone.
less fucked.
Okay, great. I'll stick around. If I can somehow.
No, I don't want to be like decrepit and in
Unaged.
horrible pain all the time or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this new age older people look so much better than last.
I
They do
will
not
agree
look
with
the
that.
same.
I will agree.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that a young person said that because I've been saying that, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like it counts because I'm saying it kind of about
No.
myself. Where
People
I'm like,
take care of
I'm
themselves
like
differently.
45-year-olds when I was young did not look like me.
No.
But maybe I'm just saying that because
It's the truth, though.
No.
Fucking
They
Brad
take care
Pitt.
of themselves differently. You know?
Brad Pitt just turned 60 and like he looks
looks
fucking
good.
good. Same with like I'm looking at like Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer
Julia
Lopez.
Roberts, like we saw her in that film.
Yeah.
She's slayed. She's got to be 50 or 60. She's
Yeah.
older than us.
Yeah.
I don't know how old.
I have no
but
idea
yeah.
either. But
She's
yeah.
amazing. Julianne Moore, amazing. They're all looking amazing.
Yeah. You can keep it going. You can keep it tight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about my memory, but
Fuck the memory.
We'll
I just
see.
want a nice ass.
same. Same.
Can we get that on a shirt?
Same. Yeah. I mean, a fucking loony bin just twerking. I'm happy.
Yeah, looking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
All right. Well, that's all we got time for today, you guys. I hope you have the best new year. I hope whatever you have in store for your 2024, I hope all of your dreams come true. I hope you meet with your inner child, you know, do all the things that you want to be doing. I hope your projects get off and go places and do big things.
Yeah.
So wishing you the best in the new year, you guys. Cherie, tell the people where they can find you.
CherieDeville.com. CherieDeville.com.
I love it. All right, guys, wishing you the best of luck in the new year. And until next time, adios.